Am I beautiful? In Japan, when a girl asks this question to anyone, Am I beautiful? People used to get scared. Do you know why? This was a time during the late 1970s where one part of Japan was living their livelihood, but other part of Japan were living with fear. When we say fear, you can say fear of something which they do not know, fear of something which it really exists or not, fear of a beautiful girl, fear of something, fear of a spirit who is who was finding answers to her questions, or you can say fear of a child, fear of every person. So this is the story of a urban legend, Kuchisake Onna. So what this girl used to do, this Kuchisake Onna, she used to approach uh, any person who is walking alone during midnight. She approaches to them and asks. She mainly wears a mask. When I say mask, it is a surgical mask. She wears mask and she approaches to them midnight. She always approaches a person who is alone walking on the street, and she will ask, "Am I beautiful?" And if they say yes, she removes her mask and she asks, "How about now?" So when they see her, they will say no because her mouth was slit till the ear. So they used to get scared and they used to say no. So what she used to do was, if they say yes, she used to slit their mouth from ear to ear just like hers. Or if they say no, she used to slit them. So so either way, if you say yes or no, she used to kill them to death. But how can you escape from her? And why she used to do that? So we will see that. So the only way to escape from her was saying, when she asked anybody, "How am I beautiful?" They should either not say yes or no. They should always say so or average, or they used to maybe throw the candies or money so that she gets distracted and they could escape from her. But what is the reason for her to approach people who are walking lonely on the streets, mainly midnight, and why she used to kill them? So, this was a time where children used to even get scared to go to school. Suppose if they even go to school, they cannot return back home. So, they used to always ask their parents to come back to go to school and pick them and come, so that this lady Kuchisake Onna will not approach to them. And even the schools were scared to send children alone back home. So now we'll get back much more earlier days, about, you can say, 1200 to 1600 years ago. So there was a small town in Japan. There was a beautiful girl who lived in Japan. This girl was in her 20s, and yes, she was very beautiful. And later she married to a samurai. She was very beautiful. She was so beautiful. She was so much pride. She was full of pride of her beauty. And every day she used to ask her husband, "Am I beautiful?" And her husband used to say, "Yes, you are beautiful." But always her husband used to suspect her. How can she marry me being so beautiful? And I'm like, though he's a samurai, he's a brave guy, he's a brave man, he was an average looking guy. So he used to always suspect her, how this girl could marry me. And one fine day he had to go to the war. So during those days, if they go to war, they will come after a year or so, because it will take days together for them to travel itself. So after on his return, he saw that this girl was cheating on him. So he saw that she was he found her with another boy. So, and then he found out that she is unfaithful to him. So when he saw her, he told, "You are unfaithful to me," and he just found scissors which was nearby, and he cut her mouth, slit her mouth from ear to ear. And he asked her, "Now you used to always ask me, am I beautiful? Now you were so proud of your beauty. Now tell me, are you beautiful?" So hearing to this, when she saw herself into the mirror, she did not like, because she was very proud of her beauty. And later, when she saw herself into the mirror, she killed herself and she suicided. And the story does not end here. They buried her. They thought, okay, this is the end of the story, but the story did not end here. After so many years, she is back again. That's what Japanese people believe. And yes, if you go to see, Japanese people do believe in these spirits. So Japanese people believe that this lady, Kuchisake Onna, is again back. So she is seen on the streets. And yes, she approaches people like this. As I told you, she approaches people. If she finds somebody alone on the street, she approaches them and asks them if, am I beautiful? And if they say yes, as I told you, she will slit their mouth from ear to ear. If they say no, she will slit them, that is, cut them off. So, anyhow, here either you said yes or no, she used to kill them. So, this was the story of Kuchisake Onna. So, the meaning of Kuchisake Onna is slit mouthed women. That is what is her name, Kuchisake Onna. And now, a small message to you all. Coronavirus, we all know, is spreading immensely. So few people are actually into negligence. So please don't neglect, because not only, if at all we neglect, we are spreading this to our family members. And yes, most of them are asymptomatic. So we do not know, even if we are, if even if we have the virus in us, we are somehow spreading it to people around. So please, if necessary, please do go out. Otherwise, please remain at home. Safeguard yourself, safeguard your family members. Stay safe at your home. Stay healthy. Let's meet up in my next video. Till then, bye.